number 4 Consett Road, that house there right behind me, and that's the childhood home of Slash, the guitarist from Guns N' Roses. It's almost impossible to believe that the legendary Guns N' Roses guitarist's humble beginnings lie right here in Stoke-On-Trent. He lived here with his father and grandparents until he was 6 years old. He has everything: the look, the attitude, the songs, and most critically important, the sound, with a highly developed sense of timing and rhythm. Slash has shown what a modern rock and roll guitar player should be. He is in fact one of the last great guitar heroes. Slash's real name is Sal Hudson and was born in Hampstead, London on July the 23rd, 1965. His mother, Ola Hudson, was a costume designer for clients that included Ringo Starr, Janis Joplin and even David Bowie, who she later dated. His father, Anthony, was an English artist who created album covers for artists such as Neil Young and Joni Mitchell. Slash was raised by his father and grandparents in Stoke-On-Trent, while his mother moved to Los Angeles for work. When Slash was around 5 years old, he and his father joined his mother in Los Angeles. After his parents separated, Slash chose to live with his mother, describing himself as a troubled child who grew up to be a rebellious teen. Slash sometimes accompanied his mother to work where he met film and music stars, so he became comfortable with the idea of moods and eccentrics. He was given the nickname Slash by actor Seymour Carousel because he was always in a hurry, zipping around from one place to another. In 1979, Slash decided to form a band with his friend Steven Adler. The band never really materialised, but it prompted Slash to take up an instrument. Adler designated himself the role of lead guitarist, therefore Slash decided to learn bass and began taking lessons with Robert Walling, a teacher at Fairfax Music School. During his first lesson, Slash decided to switch from bass to guitar after hearing Walling play Brown Sugar by Rolling Stones. His decision to play guitar was further influenced by a school teacher who would play tracks by Cream and Led Zeppelin for his students. Slash was a champion BMX rider, but his passion for music superseded, and he put his bike aside and devoted himself to playing guitar, practicing up to 12 hours a day. He joined his first band, Tidus Sloan, in 1981, and by 1983 he formed a band called Road Crew with Steven Adler, who by then had learned to play drums. They placed an advert looking for a bassist and received a response from Duff McKagan. They auditioned a number of singers and worked on creating original songs, some of which were used years later in Guns N' Roses like Rocket Queen. Slash disbanded the group only after 1 year as they were unable to find a singer. He then joined a local band called Hollywood Rose, with Axl Rose as singer and guitarist Izzy Stradlin. Slash also auditioned for glam metal rock band Poison. He made it into the final two, but his image clashed with the band's style. In June 1985, the classic Guns N' Roses lineup formed, with Slash, Axl Rose, Izzy, Duff McKagan and Steven Adler, and the rest is history. Slash is definitely in my top 5 of greatest guitarists of all time. And what I loved most about Guns N' Roses was that you could see there was a lot of punk influence in their sound and image, most evident on their first album, Appetite for Destruction. And in this next video, we take a look at one of the pioneers of punk rock, the one and only Sex Pistols.